Oh,
Another episode. This is what? Episode 3?
yeah.
Fashion Sense. Where we give our 2 cents about your fashion sense. We back here again, bro.
Yeah, you sound tired, bro.
Yeah, a little bit.
You just that one was not as expressive as it normally is. So I don't know how people gonna feel about it.
Are you want me to do it over?
Then you better lean before we're getting on, man. They're
It's true.
can't cheat me, man.
It's true.
Sure.
Hi guys.
There we go.
This is Fashion Sense, where we give our 2 cents about your fashion sense.
Today's topic.
Episode 3.
Yep. Today's topic is body positivity, but not in the same setup as what people normally talk about. We're still going to touch on it, but this is where most of this episode I am probably going to be asking Mel the most questions. This is not an interview, so I'm not asking him if he's single. I ain't asking him how many girlfriends he had. So all the women, sorry.
Wow.
No info for you.
Wow.
But
first, let me drop my disclaimer as a personal trainer. This topic is a little difficult for me to talk about.
it is.
Yes. There's a very thin line. I am for the movement. I like it. I think you should feel good in your skin.
Right.
And there's a little, when I read what it really meant, there's a little caveat in there that made me accept it a little bit more, that they're still promoting healthy habits.
Right.
So that's why I said, as a personal trainer, it's a little ticklish topic for me. Because yes, love your skin, but at the end of the day, I still want everybody to be healthy.
I think that's fair. And I think part of what we can get into is that aspect of it, because there's that part of you still got to try to be healthy.
There you go.
But obviously, you know that we can bring it from the concept or from the perspective of fashion and style. So the first thing that I talked about was, does the body make the fit?
Or does the fit make the body?
So, first off the bat, I actually spoke to a couple style icons, pun intended, about this. Shout outs to one icon. I actually spoke to them about this. Asked them a question because generically, they have the build for fits. They have the build for fashion. They have the build for style. Tall, decent body.
I'm so glad you said
that. Like they look like
you just made this conversation very easy for me.
Right? So they already have that look, right? Good looking man, body, a very, very nice size and structure, genetics really nice, height, everything makes the clothes look good regardless, right? Now on the other hand, there are people like me
and
who are on the shorter end of the spectrum. Our torsos are not as long, so we could get real chunky real quick, and clothes could almost look fat.
Yeah.
Right? And I was asking them what they thought. And it was like a toss up between, the body doesn't make it fit, or no, it shouldn't matter. You know, if you believe in yourself and if you're confident in your outfit, Fear. No, here's where I had to answer no. Because from a sculpting standpoint, when people come to you in the gym and they say, I want a summer body, right? Some people are already slim.
Yeah.
Some people
are a little
bigger.
Some people want to put on muscle. Some people want to lose fat. Some people want to just remain the same size but convert. I eat Titan.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So then, what I question is, if it really doesn't matter, you just wear to your body type, how does the evolution of your style happen if you're just wearing to your body type and you don't necessarily want to, and I'm not trying to diss or insult people, this is just my opinion on how I feel. You don't want to make it a progression. I'm trying to be real correct, right? Because I struggle with being fat. To me, right? A lot of y'all might not think so. I think so. I got a belly. I just struggle with it, right? And I realized that I had to change my clothes. And what really made me study it was when, like we said in the previous episode, me and Mel is share clothes, right? So I started to realize that a lot of the fits that I would normally wear, he just ended up having. A lot of pieces, sorry, because he's wearing clothes different. A lot of pieces that I had to give to him. I didn't have them no more. And it's a real touchy subject for me because I started to feel insecure, right? But this is my brother. And the man body is where I would like to get. You know what I mean? So I started next to this man near almost every day. And it's like, okay, now, do I stay here in this weight or this body type? Or should I actually progress my body to get that fit that I want?
That's all up to you, bro. I can't answer that question for you. Right? And that's where I take back into the body positivity thing. If you feel bad, the positivity is gone. So you gotta figure out if you're going to accept where you're at, or are you going to work towards where you want to be?
Right.
Right? And that's always the ticklish part. Right? So for me, just like how you said the twin had that structure, like
they have
that structure, tall, slim torsos and what's not. Like you said, we have similar structures, and there was a day that it clicked for me. I want to wear certain things.
Mm-hmm.
As you said, I had the same problem with being fat. Like everything I eat would show.
Yeah.
You understand where I'm coming from? I eat a burger, by tomorrow morning I can see that I ate this burger.
Bro.
You understand? So I had to make that decision that my body got made fit. That's the decision I made.
And that's all across the board.
Across the board. My body has to make the fit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. That's a decision for the person. That's not a
general thing.
Blanket. It's up to you. Do you understand? And that's why I said it's still ticklish, because there's still a thin line between positivity and delulu.
Oh my God. That's where I'm trying to hit that nail. Like,
there's a very, very thin line between feeling yourself, feeling good, and flat out delusions of grandeur.
How do you, because I know I've seen the clients that you have, right? And a good set of them, especially those girls, they are into style, right? Your approach to telling that person, all right, maybe not, because you yourself are a stylist, right? So you styled women, you styled men, and also trained them.
Right.
How do you navigate through that ticklish gray area of, I want you to be confident in this fit right now, but no, it's probably not your best thing.
Okay. Luckily for me, I was blessed with two gifts. The gift of sale and the gift of communication. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, I'm a clown.
That's for sure.
Okay.
Standard, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, I am going to find a way to make it jovial at first. Right? And use words
without insulting.
Yeah. Well, of course, I can't insult a potential client. Come on. Right? So, like, words like goal fit, goal dress.
Oh, that's,
do you understand? Good. Like, all right, I understand this what you want to wear. All right? But you're back out.
Yeah. So let's get you.
So, this is how your back is going to look in this dress, realistically. Are you okay with this? Yes or no? You look fine to me.
Right.
But it's not about me.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
It's about you.
Okay.
So here's this photo. This is how your back looks in this photo.
That's it's talent, because I don't think everybody can bring that across. I'll tell you the truth. So, guys, this is a transparent moment right here, right? So, I think it was two weeks ago. I went by mail to drop off something. No, I went to collect something, and I brought up the conversation about what the topic would be for today. Now, I was doing some work for Bionic Shop. Shout out to Bionic. And I passed the glass in tongue, right? Mm-hmm. And I had on an outfit that I stood by. I was like, I know, front lane, this fit cleans. Clean. You saw yourself right? From a side. But then I saw myself from a side profile. And I was like, break your heart sometimes. Oh my gosh.
Because that is actually what made the switch go off in my head. My side profile a day on crop over there. I saw it and I was like, whoa. Like legit, I felt like my stomach was hanging over the crop over. Bro.
Exactly.
Bro. So I was
like,
nah.
I was like, so I said, all right, I need to rethink how I look. So I started to go in the mirror. I would just look for man. Yes, B.
That is what happened.
I started to change my style like completely. And the fact that being 3 years into being a father, it started to creep out like, I kind of liking the dad look a lot more than the street look, which I still wear, right? Love urban wear, always. But I kind of getting into like that street, that father, old money type of aesthetic, right?
And you like A6.
Because all of a sudden, I still don't have a pair. And I still do not have a pair, right? And I said to myself, all right, well, if there's one person that I know can understand where you're coming from, it's Mel, because Mel wasn't always like this. Like, he wasn't always that. Furthermore, right, the way the man tell me he can cut, I was so confused. The man come to me at the say, yeah, dog, I can start running. I was like, what? Man, I want cut. I was like, you want cut? When you got muscles, man, when you cut it? What? I said, nah, no, I go cut down late.
I trust and believe he can see the difference. No.
Facts. Facts. No. Facts. So, it's always weird when that reality kicks in, because you talked about being delusional.
Yeah, because, like, alright, it's a vulnerable moment, so I can tap in on that too, right? We're shorter.
Yeah.
I want you in public to know every single of my short pants, I put a roll
in it
at the top.
It's so true.
To give the illusion of being a little taller.
Yo, did you know that was the trick?
I saw that from the ladies.
Crying.
Yeah, I saw them do it and I was like, But they're doing it obviously, well, they're doing it for the same reason. Same reason, right? But they're doing it to show more like, I'm doing it to show more like too, because it makes it look like, this man got enough legs, yeah? This man tall. No. It's an illusion.
It is. Every pants you got.
Every single short. There's not a short pants I have that I do not put a roll in.
Don't go asking man at a party if the man if the pants roll, you know. That's what we're doing here.
Not to me. Don't shame me like that. But yeah,
it's weird though, because on the other end of it, I wore bigger clothes.
Bigger clothes.
So I wore bigger clothes because I was conscious of my gut. But then I started to realize that the bigger clothes, everything, that was before I started cropping. Mm-hmm. So everything was big. Top was big, bottom was big. And again, that front view, chef's kiss.
Yep.
Clean fit.
That's it, let me say.
That side view, bro.
Yeah.
That's short. Furthermore, right, I went back to a video that I was doing for a client when I was starting a product, right? We'll not say what the product is, because the client still likes the video, right? And I saw the shirt, bro. And I was like,
oh dear. What did I do to myself?
What did I just do?
What did I do to myself?
Why this shirt looks so big on me, man? This is crazy.
Yeah.
And I went bananas. I took a scissors, fam.
And cut that.
I checked out here. I said, look, shoop, crop that. Because for me, the short pants ain't good for me. But I got legs. He's wrong, but I don't.
Yeah.
So, I need to hide mine, right? Even though I still wear short pants sometimes, but I need to hide mine, and the illusion would be that my torso now looks shorter and my pants look longer.
Yeah. So,
right?
like, I mean, realistically, fashion is our makeup, guys.
That's gonna make a lot of me very happy.
Fashion is our makeup. I mean, I'm just being real.
You judge me for makeup? Too much makeup?
I don't judge them.
Too much fashion?
Do you, boo? I judge them for the
Nah, if you got too much makeup, dog.
If you look like Casper.
If you got cape on your face, that need to go.
If you look like you belong to things.
But yeah, I appreciate makeup. It's right. It's true.
I appreciate how makeup make women feel. Like, you see a woman completely, her personality completely transformed when she puts on makeup. And that's what happens to us when we dress up.
Is it dressing up? Okay. Personal trainers also do physiotherapy, right?
Mm-hmm.
We hear a lot about the mask. We hear a lot about people wearing a face. I know at some point in both of our journeys, style was a mask.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I spoke about that with my guy Dwayne in his podcast,
yes.
Barbell Conversation.
Go check that. It was a very good. It was
Dwayne,
a very, very good episode.
Bearded Breadfruit, if you want to check out his space. But there was a point in time that the clothes was a mask.
So I got a question, like straight up. You still dress fly.
Yeah.
Like you still put out on every single time, right?
Even teaching.
Do you think that when you understood that it was a mask, did it feel different to wear the same clothes?
Yeah. One, physically, because now I don't have to go to the tailor anymore.
Oh.
I do not visit the tailor. I hardly visit, like, let me not say not. Big up my tailor, big up Fluff. But I don't have to go to her very often anymore. Like before, anytime I buy a pants, it had to be cut. Because again, you gotta buy the waist to suit. So you gotta buy like a 34, 36, 38 waist.
Yeah.
And then that length is coming for a taller guy. So now you gotta go and get that cut, hem up, and all that. So now that I'm wearing a 30, 32, everything just like clockwork. And it's less taxing. It makes me less anxious. Everything is smoother.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, like, my decision was to let my body make it fit. And
I would say that it kind of made your fits a lot.
Elevate.
Yeah.
It made me more comfortable to step outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah, definitely.
Because before the body, it was straight street. Unless it was going to work. That's the only time you would see me in a collar and tie, a polo. Before that, it was just t-shirt, jeans. Because I could wear a big t-shirt. I could wear big jeans. You know, like I could do whatever. Yeah. But now I would wear a vest. You see?
Yeah, the netted
vest. Like, it's like, I don't know, babe.
It's honestly, like, for you guys, this is not us. We know we dress well. We know that y'all like what we wear. But there are times when we ask ourselves, why did we wear that?
Yeah. I think that should be the next episode. Where we just blast our former selves.
I gotta find them pictures, bro. I know that I delete like half of them. I got to find them. I had some mad. Oh god.
I got some that I look at and I cringe.
Whoever know me from before know that blue hair era. That blue hair era.
I didn't know him. I saw it.
That blue hair era was a different era. My mother would be like, "Jeez, this boy." Yeah, but
yeah, but
like I'm gonna bring this full circle because it's summer, it's crop over season, and I know that everybody's gonna want to come their best. No. As a stylist, I'm talking from a stylist standpoint. He's the buff, right? I'm just talking from a stylist standpoint. As a stylist, I'm not gonna shoot you down for your aspirations of where you would like to see yourself. I'm not gonna do it, right? However, in this time, take the time to actually sit down and reflect on yourself. Analyze your body. Decide for yourself, as Mel was saying. Make the decision on your own to either do something to elevate the style. It may not have to change. You may look good in what you have on now. Your body may be working for what you're wearing now. That is fine. You look great, girl. You look fantastic, dude. Do your thing. But if we're talking about consistently being progressive in our health, in our style, in everything, you got to start with this.
Yeah.
Well, no. He will say start with this. Start with this.
You gotta have that understanding.
And tap into this. Because
have that belief and that understanding. And it's a journey. It's a journey. I don't think that you can snap your fingers and it can happen either.
Yo, you know one of the things that I heard? Because I actually did the training course, so I was a personal trainer. I'm not a personal trainer not because I don't have the certification. I'm not a personal trainer because I don't have personal trainer body. But one of the things I learned in the course was the faster it comes on is the fastest it come off. Meaning, as fast as you try to eat all that junk and put it on, that same amount of time you gotta put in to taking it off.
Double, not even the same amount of time.
Even worse.
Double.
And I do think that the confidence that you get from it physically, it makes your outfits look even more crazy. I think you just look, your outfits that you would have previously worn, just probably look better. I feel like if I put on the same suit, alright, I got a 40 regular. That's a standard suit size for me, right? 40 regular, you can give me a 34 waist, right? Obviously, when I put on the 40 regular before, because I did drop some weight, when I put on the 40 regular before, it was tight. I didn't get fitted.
It was tight.
It was tight. The part was tight, right? And no, I'm not where I want to be at, but I'm smaller, right? The jacket, the feeling that I get from wearing a jacket that literally fits.
It feels great. Yeah.
Oh my!
It just feels great. It feels so good. Like
bro.
I can't even put it in words. When I put on clothes now, because at the end of the day, I mean, in this fitness world, you go post and keep moving.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Progression all the time.
You don't understand? So I would never sit here and say, I am at my goal body.
That's crazy. That is crazy, bro. Oh, you mean when you try to get 50% body? What? 10% e-girl.
I mean,
good for sure.
I have been at 12 before.
12% body?
Yeah. But as you mentioned earlier, as fast as you take it off, you can put it back on. One off month, put me back up into the 20s, 30% body fat. Yeah, 1 December. And I've struggled. That's why I come back. And that was years. That happened in 2018. Yeah, the December 2018 is when I had the off month. And I eat crap. And I put back on some size. And it's only when I tell you the other day it's time to cut again that I actually made that decision again to start eating a little better.
Right.
Actually get in a run routine that is going to put me in a caloric deficit to eat off the fat. Honestly, I have not gotten back to that percentage since. So I can't sit here and say I am where I want to be. Because if I was jumping this year, I'm glad to remember I got the injury.
So you can't do much say that.
So I would have probably been uncomfortable on the road. Yeah. People call it body dysmorphia, but you just got a vision of yourself. And if it don't line up for me, I just don't feel good. And that's in clothes or without clothes, bro. Honestly.
Bro.
So that's like I said, it's a funny conversation for me. You know what I'm saying? It's funny and a difficult conversation for me because of who I am, where I came from, and you know, and what I believe in, to be honest. So,
wow. I actually never knew that part, honestly.
Yeah.
Because to me, my brother looked great. Like, dude, I want to get, if I had to get to whatever body fat percentage that I was, I feel like that would be good.
Yeah.
But we don't
know where I'm at right now. I don't want to check.
We're talking about seeing obliques and I think.
Like, yeah, like I was chiseled, like, I was chiseled. Even Dottie stopped me and I was like, you came on stage, right? That's how chiseled I was. And I was like, yeah, this is the body. However, I was 162 pounds and I felt a little frail and my mother didn't like to see me. You know, parents like, you
got easy.
Yeah.
You're easy.
Yeah, exactly that, right? So I put back on a little weight that December and all it went to my stomach. All it went to my stomach.
I would have never believed that,
bro. I struggle with it still. On a real.
This isn't even a random question, right? In your opinion, what body type is the best body type for style? No, we said the body doesn't make the fit. However, we talking about if this body type had to wear anything, it'll be all the money.
The twins are close. So the perfect body type to me would be that Chris Brown.
Really?
Shea Grievous, Jordan Clarkson, them kind of long torso tall men with maybe 30 to 35% body muscle mass, not too muscular. Like yeah.
Interesting.
To me, that's the body type that I try to make mine. Because that's the one that I like to see in clothes. So, Wayne is my height, or I'm a little taller than Wayne, but Wayne had that build. You see how Wayne is built?
Yeah.
Wayne, he's slim, but he still had them arms, he still had a chest.
Yeah.
Like, I used to look at Wayne and be like, that's the body structure there.
Yeah, he mean Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
People might be like, who the hell is Wayne? Weezy.
Basketball named Nate Robinson, if you want to Google him. Like,
Nate Robinson is
that was my goal body. Literally. He was the weight I wanted to be. Me and him are similar body structure. So I used to look at a photo of Nate Robinson like every week. Like that's where he wanted me. Because he was a very, very chiseled basketballer. And he was only 5'9", 5'10", my height. So that was the goal. So
funny enough, right? I think that the person that I looked to for the body structure that I would like to have is actually, it may not be that far, but Big Sean was like...
Big Sean in that kind of...
Big Sean is
but he's a little lankier and he has no muscle. No, but Sean
got muscle?
Yeah, Sean Ponsum is Wiz Ponsum too.
Wiz got some too?
If you realize all them slim men say, alright, let me throw on some arms and chest and shoulders.
Yeah. You know I feel like that, because to me, I was always thinking about the T or the X.
Okay.
Because I did personal training, when I was focusing on like bodybuilding and stuff like that, the X was my thing. Like that shoulders, that ties gotta be.
Yeah.
But no, for me, it's be like the T, because when you talk about drafting a sketch of a suit or something like that, most of the time the mannequins is what we're looking at, right? And that mannequin got that T look, right? So when I saw Sean kind of fall into this more clean cut type of aesthetic that he got now, right? And the heights are... I don't know how...
Sean is tall. Sean is 6'4", 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
He's up there.
Yeah, but he looked short.
Does he? Well, he wears a lot of baggy stuff.
He looked short now. Is that what I mean? But it might be wrong.
ASAP. Come on, bro.
It's not tall.
ASAP isn't tall.
Is that short?
He's not super short.
But what you say, Chris is not big, you know.
He's not, but he's lanky. Slender. He's lanky, he's slender, and he got them arms.
So
his tattoos give you the illusion
that he is massive,
that he's a muscular fella.
Yeah, boy, them tattoos.
His shirt tattoo makes him look.
So you basically talking about tall people.
I don't know if that's society that did that to me.
Cause on the wrong way. Everybody's gonna be like 6.
6.
If you were 6'10" or like above or 10, 11.
I grew up around basketballers and I grew up watching basketball.
Yeah, that man's
so,
big too.
Tall fellas.
The short man by his screen is actually tall.
Tall. These short men on the screen are 6'1" and 2.
Is there like a 5'6"?
You saying Nate Robinson?
Oh yeah.
He's 5'8", 5'9", which is our
That's
height.
5. No, I'm 5'5".
You're 5'5"? Stop
short.
it. Stop it.
I'm 5'5".
I mean, yeah,
short,
your photos they look a little taller than you wish. 5'5".
You taller than me?
5'5".
You are still like everybody's Kevin Hart, yo. Like
you are, bro.
Kevin Hart, no 5'5". Kevin Hart is 5'2".
Bro, you're not no 5'5", dog.
No, I'm serious. I am 5'5", 5'6". I'm my brothers. My brothers are 5'7", 5'8". Imagine, right? Imagine I be Stanley Rose, right? And then go like start up next to Black Rose.
Yeah.
Shout out to Black Rose.
Shout out Black Rose.
My face actually becoming real hard nowadays.
Yeah.
Like,
Rose
and it's not on me. He's actually dressed well. But I started next to Rose the other day. Rose was showing me some outfit ideas that we was just getting through for Heat Tour and thing. And then just started as the man. No, I have finished cut here. I was standing up. I was like,
but yeah, like somebody messaged on the video I do with Rose. And it was like, he got you look so small. I was like,
yeah, me.
Might want to respond, but I'm a small guy.
Yeah, but if you laughing at my height, that means you taller than me already. But you really taller than me now. Like, if you was 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah, 5'8".
5'8".
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel real tiny. I feel tiny.
I don't think you're a 5'5", dog. Nah. Not 5'5".
I
If
promise.
you tell me 5'6", 5'7", I would take it. 5'6" point something. But 5'5" is hard to believe.
Don't get my shoes got lift.
Fair.
All of my shoes got lift.
Fair.
All my even my dress shoes got little heels and thing. Yeah, it's got height on my shoes.
Okay.
But I flat footed me.
My Converse has put me at a 6 footer.
Right. And my Converse, which is the same as that you got, is put me at 5'8".
Okay.
Standard.
Okay.
My clunky boots, my Prada boots, all that put me at 5'8".
Okay.
5'8", bro. Now I like boots, by the way.
Okay.
I like boots. If you want to shop with me, buy a pair of boots.
Yeah.
But
Hicks for me, guys.
that we coming to the end of it. That's basically what we gotta talk about. Body positivity, yes.
Love yourself.
Be positive, love yourself. But also, part of loving yourself is elevating yourself.
Ooh.
That might be a gem from Friends, Matthew. Future. That might be a gem from Friends, Future.
Wow.
With Fashion Sense, you might need to do a little.
Say that again.
A little podcast with us.
You gotta repeat that one.
But yeah, loving yourself is elevating yourself.
Yeah.
Is about progression. Actually, my father told me that the other day. You know, he was like, the one thing that he wants for his sons is progression.
Progression, all the time.
And I was like,
our families call it succession.
That's the
Yeah, that's what we call it over here.
Yeah,
succession
boy.
Is like progression, but with success.
Yeah,
so you gotta break them family curses too. You gotta be real with
it's
yourself
true, bro.
and know what your family curse is and what you can do to break that cycle that runs in your family, stuff like that. So succession, not just progression, guys. Let's make it better.
Yeah, man. Well,
that's been Fashion Sense, episode 3. We'll see y'all
in the next one.